Hey everybody, welcome back to Lyrical Resonance, where we believe that where words fail, music speaks. I'm so excited, man. Wolves at the Gate put out a song called Lowborn, and if you know anything, you know I love Wolves at the Gate, man. They're awesome. I've had them a couple times on the channel. They've never disappointed me, ever. They're easily in my top 5 favorite bands of all time, and so I'm excited to get into this. This is a lyric video for their song Lowborn. Yeah, we're gonna dive in. I'm so excited. If this is your first time here, checking out the channel, thank you so much for doing so. I really appreciate that. If you like what you see, I real simply just ask you like the video, right? Seems pretty simple. And if you're feeling particularly adventurous, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're gonna continue listening to what it has to say. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into Wolves at the Gate and their song Lowborn. Let's see what the music has to say. Ooh, man. I love the time signature already, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, chills, man. Oh. Oh, gosh. Good gravy, man. I'm gonna stop already. This is beautiful. Like, okay, and also this is probably the heaviest song that these guys have released in a long time, man. Because you know they put out Eclipse, which was great. I mean, honestly, such a beautifully done album. And then Types and Shadows before that, which was great. But both of those albums were far more melodic than they were heavy. When you get into like their songs like Relief, East and West, The Father's Bargain, very melodic but also very heavy. And then you get into even older stuff like Dead Man, and man, you start hearing these really aggressive sounds, and this sounds a lot like that. Like, yes, it's very melodic and everything, but it feels almost like a blend between their heavier stuff and this new stuff, and I'm so here for it. Nick Deddy has such an amazing harsh vocal, and Stephen Kabuchi, his cleans are just a thing of beauty, man. They're so good, and everything on here, it just sounds so excellent, and almost like it feels like a waltz, right? And like it's almost like a Christmas song, like with what it's about, right? Like the coming of Jesus, right? The coming of the Savior. It's very much Christmas themed, but I can't imagine hearing this in many like Christmas caroling troops, right? Like I just can't. It'd be awesome, but man, I really like this. I'm so excited to just keep listening. Here we go. just doesn't let up. So I've heard this song exactly one time since its release, and that was intentional. So when it came out, I knew it was coming out. My wife actually came up to me. She goes, "Have you heard the new Wolves at the Gate song yet?" And I said, "No, but I'm gonna listen to it." And she goes, No, you have to react to that song." And we went on vacation, and when we were gone, she let me listen to it one time before recording this. And man, I was blown away. And this is so, and that was a while ago. And so I'm just now really diving into it, and I'm just so blown away by the craft and the musicianship behind this. Like, it just, there's a reason they're one of my favorite bands. Number one, their music is just so perfectly constructed. But number two, they are so bold about their faith. Right, like they do not care about pulling their punches or hiding behind like ambiguity. Right, their stuff is very much about Jesus and their belief in Him, their faith in Him, their willingness to follow Him, the goodness of Him, and I love that about them. And it's something that they do it in such a way where it's so well done that honestly, people who are not Christians still enjoy their music because it's good music and they write passionately, right? It's just, it's so good. I love this. And man, this song, it doesn't let up. Like, you think you're going to have like a brief like respite or something, right? But it just keeps like punching you over and over, and I'm here for it. Man, let's keep going. See, this is nice. Makes you think you're going to get like a reprieve, right? Oh. But come on, there's no way. With the way this song is gone. Oh, come on, Abishai. Those drums, dude. Oh, fake out? Gosh, man. Ooh, guitar solo. Alright, Joey. Oh. I love this, man. Gosh. This is so good. Oh, man. So good. Gosh, holy smokes. I don't, man, come on. I mean, that's not even fair, right? Like, it's so good. It's so good. And I'm beside myself with joy right now. I'm so excited. Dude, that was so awesome. I'm pumped, right? Like, number one, the song was beautiful. I mean, it sounds amazing, and they have this really amazing knack for writing songs that translate really well aggressively like this, but I can I can almost picture this being one of the ones that they restructure in one of their like reimaginings, because they've got two like reimagined EPs that take their songs and put them more in like a stripped down rendition, and this I feel like would be absolutely stunning like that. And it's just, holy smokes, it's beautiful. Like the melody they chose is so good, and I love these lyrics. I mean, they're so straightforward. It's hard to really find anything to pick apart, or there's not much to break down because of how straightforward it is. But I love how they are making the point that Jesus' arrival, his advent, his coming to earth was a massive humbling. It was him operating with great humility to enter into our story. He came as a lamb, right? Because of his love for us. He was. They even say he was chased and hunted down by the kings who sought his crown, but he never thought to return and withdraw grace, right? Like, it was out of his grace that he came and entered into our story in the first place. He is selfless, and I just, oh man, this was so good. I got nothing right now, but good things to say. I'm amazed. I feel like the 6/8 time signature, that waltz flow it has, really lends itself to metal music, particularly in breakdowns, because it's already kind of an odd time signature, and then you throw a breakdown on top of it, and it sounds so good. And they did it wonderfully here. That brief guitar solo, dude, sounded so good. I'm really impressed by this, and I just really I don't know what else to say, man. This is amazing. And so I'm looking at the description in the video, and one of the hashtags is #MetalChristmas. So it is a Christmas song. I told you. It's so absurd that, okay, so this video came out on November 16th, and it only has, I'm saying only, right, has only 2.7 thousand likes, which to me is absurd. It should have so many more. There's no reason in my mind why this band should be so underrated. Like, this is, dude, perfect. Like, such a good song. I love this. One of my favorite songs of theirs. It may even be one of their best songs. I don't know. Hindsight for me still holds way up there in one of my favorite Wolves at the Gate songs, because of how moving it is, how convicting it is. But this is just beautiful on another level. Like, it's so good. I agree with Brother Dave. He's one of the first comments that I see on their video. It says it should be illegal for this band to be so underrated. Man. Yeah, this is a Christmas song through and through. Biblically sound, theologically sound, and I really like that about them, that they are bold about their faith and are willing to share it. That is so important and something we really need. Something we need more of, I think, in especially the Christian music scene. Anyhow, I'm kind of beside myself with this. This is so good. I'm so happy. I know they have an album coming out. I know that, and I really am just excited for that album to get here, because they never let me down. They are, like I said, they're top 5 favorite bands of all time, man. They're just insanely good. I love what they do. Anyhow, let's see. If I were to rate this song, I'm not even gonna mess around with this. It's a 10 out of 10, right? Like, it probably. I mean, so I've now given a few songs like high marks and considered them some of my favorite songs of the year, some of the top contenders for Song of the Year. One of them was Voices by Amongst Wolves, which is such a good song. Another would be, I think it's called Nations Fall, I think, by the band Buried Above, which is a great song. You should check it out. Nestam's Crawl, that song still blows my mind. And now this, all of them are contenders for Song of the Year. So good. Loved it. So yeah, high marks, 10 to 15 out of 10. I don't even care. It's so good. I love it. Now, let me know what you think. Where would you rank this song on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being absolute garbage and 10 being flawless, phenomenal, like should be treasured. And tell me why. I want to hear from you. What's your rationale for giving that rating? And then if there are any songs you think I should be listening to, drop a comment, right? That seems pretty simple. Or you can find me on Facebook by following the link in the description, or you can email me at lyrical.resonance.ia@gmail.com. It's probably right in front of me. But you can email me there, and I will add them to my ever-growing list. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you taking the time. If this was your first time, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, I'd ask you to like the video and leave a comment or two, if it's just to say hi or suggesting a song. And if you really liked it, I'd ask you, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with everything we're doing, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what it has to say here at Lyrical Resonance. But until the next one, as always, take care and stay safe. We'll see you soon.